Good evening, folks. Roy here, CRR News and Clues. Show my rainwater catchment system coming off of the house. It's using light gauge 4-inch PVC drain pipe, split down the middle and then stuck long ways up over the edge of the sheet metal that's sticking way past the eave, in order to have the screws holding it down at the top. I've showed some of that over on the carport before, where I built the new truck bay with some assistance. This pipeline is going over here to a T. I had intended to run a line from the other side of the house, but this tank filled up quickly, so I purchased another one. I just did some modifications. I've shown this system before, but I believe that YouTube deleted the video or didn't upload it before I mistakenly deleted it from my phone. Anyway, I just added above middle a bunch of vent holes, so when the inlet pipe gets full, that excess can blow out instead of coming out by the house. Let me get this vines out of the way here. Should have done that earlier. I didn't put a straight 4-inch inlet. I could have drilled a hole in the top. Instead, I wanted it a little more sealed. I had put an adapter, I believe that's 1.5 inches pipe thread into the pre-made fitting on this 1,500 gallon tank, or 1,525. Then a short piece of pipe into that. I've got this rubber adapter to get between sizes, hose clamp tight here. You see this mesh? This is just one of them bags that produce came in from the grocery store. I need to get a hold of something else. This is my leaf catch screen. It's stuck inside the pipe and wrapped over the outside. Then the hose clamp holds that rubber adapter on there, holds this tight, so the leaves will catch here, and that's why there's another T. It drops down a few feet, so there's plenty of space for water and leaves to pile up in. And it came straight down another foot here. Well, as you see, I just now hacked off a bunch of stinking fire ants that had built up, because I had boards here, a support to keep it from tilting against the tank when it's full of water, to keep it straighter, take stress off of it, and they made it a home. I haven't managed to get rid of the sorry suckers. I don't like chemicals near where I try to grow food, because these rainwater I often use to water my garden. Lately, with the droughts and the frequent shortage of electricity, I haven't really used these, so I got backup water so I can run it in a bucket or run a hose out to a fire. This I just cut this off, like I said, roughly a foot, added in this long L, so it's a nice curve. It's easy to run something in there to clean it out, or just stick my arm in the end. I already had the drain cap. It's threaded, and I've already got it hand tight. I just use a slide lock plier and water pump plier, whatever, clamp it, turn it loose, and the water would come gushing out, soaking my boots and splashing in my pants and everything. Plus, it would be right on top of my faucet. That has a 2-inch outlet here with a 2-inch ball valve. Kind of hard to see because those sorry suckers. I'd rather not get bit more like I did the other day trying to hook this hose up. And then an adapter with the faucet, regular 3/4 or probably 1-inch pipe thread faucet screwed into the glued in adapter, and stick my water hose on it so I can just open the valve and use it for whatever. You can possibly get you one of them drill operated pumps that screws to a water hose from some of your hardware and auto parts stores and stuff like that, the little Harbor Freight and what have you, little cheap things. If you needed to somehow move water quickly out of something like this. But that's what it is, what I've got for catchment and a way to try to keep the leaves out of the tank. It's still going to get debris from leaves get in there and deteriorate. I'm sure it's got dirt in the bottom. The outlet is probably a couple inches below the bottom. But of course, if you had to use this for household water, you got to filter it. You got to purify it and sanitize it. You know, 3 different steps there if you got to use it for potable water. But I tell you what, it might be better than what comes out of the tap of a municipal system. I just say do your research. Just put, opened it up. It's still full. I haven't used this one hardly at all. While the well was out of service, I used water out of the other one because of fighting with these, and then the hose was so clogged and kinked it wouldn't flow. Anyway, mosquito dunks. Just put one in each of these 2 tanks. Forgot to put one over in the little bit of water that's in the stock pond dug in the ground over there, to try to slow down the mosquitoes. Those are made to be okay for livestock and pet water. I don't know if it's supposed to be okay for people water. Again, stuff like that, do your own research. Just a little information that might help some folks. Obviously, I used my ladder up there and mistakenly set it on that old piece of tarp, so it slid the first time, and that was a fun ride. So then I jammed it good in the dirt. Anyway, just a reminder and tip for safety procedures. I'll see if we can hike over here past these crooked cedar posts I was given, that hopefully some of them will make posts for sheds or at least fencing. Here is other tank with the valve. I like to use these old yogurt containers or something like that to stick over my faucets in the wintertime with a rag wrapped around the valve. Here, this has gone through summer and I still got it winterized. I just had to replace the well pump, and when it's all done last night, then today I winterize it. See, I intend to put blocking underneath here to help support this, because when those lines get full of water, it gets rather heavy. Water is roughly 8 pounds per gallon, and that space right there might hold about a gallon of water. So, depending on the length of the pipe, I already had this ratchet straps, as you may have seen on the other tank, pulling across from the other side. I need to snug it up to keep the tension so this doesn't just get yanked up out of there. So, thanks for watching. Share it to anybody it may help, if you will, please. I've got a playlist on water transfer and so forth, and storage. Other ones on water sanitization, purification, with information from Green Greg's and numerous other channels to help me and all you learn. So it is what it is. Thank you much. Take care.